Hey friends, happy Monday. Happy beginning of your work week. I'm glad that you are here with me this morning, and I'm also glad that you are watching the replay at a later date. Once you hop on the live or the replay, say hello in the comments and tell me where you are watching from. I do also want to let you know real quick, I'm live in 2 locations this evening, so if you hear me refer to a comment that is not in your feed, that person is probably on another platform. Also, at any time during the project, you like what you see and you think others should see it, or you just want to help out my channel, please feel free to spread the craft love all over whatever platform you are watching on. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that heart button, like, subscribe, turn on notifications, all of that fun stuff. That just helps me get out into the algorithm a little more, and it helps you see other things that might be similar to my videos. And I think that is all of the announcements. With that, I see that Jason is watching from the other side of the door. Hello, hello. I'm just looking over here. I think with that, let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around so that we can get started on our project. I also really quickly wanted to show you a few of the new things that I got in. So if you haven't already looked, I've been terrible this month about showing all of the new, I've been terrible every month, but especially this month, about showing some of the new product that is out. This is the Creative Kickstart. It launched at the beginning of January. So lots of fun stuff, especially if you're into the rustic, primitive, vintage vibe. That is really popular. Let's see what else. Some of the antique things. If you are like sarcastic, sassy things that says fluent and foul language. There's a quilt sampling. This little wash basin, I think it might be sold out already. And I'm not for sure if they're restocking it. I love this page. It's all of the ASL. There's a new ASL numbers. They still have the ASL letters. And then there's this cute little LOVE, love in ASL. And lots of other things. So be watching my page. I will share some of that. But I also just really quickly wanted to show you a few new things. This transfer is called Waymaker. It's a Waymaker, Miracle Worker, Promise Keeper, Light in the Darkness. My God, that is who you are. It's probably based on a Bible verse. But it's also lyrics in a popular worship song. So that one's really pretty. This is the ASL numbers. So it has numbers 0 through 20. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then 16 and through 19 are the 6 and the 10. Well, they do it differently. This is how I learned it. 17 would be 7 and the 10, 8 and the 10, 9 and the 10, and then 20. And I know those because my grandmother and my grandma and grandpa used to be, or were deaf. So I did learn a little bit of sign language before they passed away. So there's love. I think that'll look cute on a t-shirt, so I'm excited to do that. With you, I'm home. A cute little rustic, primitive house. I would love to do a little jigsaw cutout of that house. And then here is the size C cow print. It comes in 2 different prints. There's a larger regular cow print and then kind of that cowhide look. And then, so this I believe is from the don't remember what's. This might be from the Creative Kickstart. Let me see. I think this is the Creative Kickstart. I didn't show you all of it. There's a cute little, oh yeah. So there's the Giddy Up and the rodeo, and then Better in the Country. So this one, the bottom one says, I run this rodeo. I think that is super cute. So I'm going to make kind of a scrapwood sign out of that. I also have a February's Club Couture, but you can't see it yet. So let me put these away, and I will get out our project. And I also have this month's color of the month, although it already sold out. It was Good Luck Charlie. So it's kind of a shimmer tide / academia, if you remember those two colors. So if you spend $75 this month, you are eligible to get this Creative Kickstart Notebook Bundle. And so it comes with the exclusive transfer, which looks like this. So it is an exclusive size B transfer. It comes with this cute little 5.5 by 7 inch notebook. So it is the chalk suede material on the front. It's that chalk suede paper, so it has a really smooth suede-like texture. It is blank on the inside. You could add your own lines. The paper is heavy enough that you could do like some memory keeping or some journaling, or you could use it as like a glue book or a junk journal. I'm sure you could probably watercolor on it. Yeah, I was hoping it would say what. I don't know if it's watercolor paper. And then it also comes with these cute little page flags. So they're just the kind of the everyday office page flags that you tear off, and they're kind of in pastel colors. They're sort of transparent. They have a slight transparency to them. And then it comes with this cute little Bellflower washi tape. And this washi tape is, oh, there it is. It's unique in that it's not necessarily washi tape. Like it comes off in these petals. I can get it all. Probably did this backwards. So I don't know if you can see that up close. It's actually a flower. Oops. It's actually a flower petal. So these individually come off and they look like a flower petal. So you can make cute little flowers with them. So that's super fun. Okay, so let's get started. I'll put those away. Got that back up so I don't lose it. Just need to decide the colors I want to use. Let's get it opened. So even though the notebook might not be your thing, I always suggest that you get the kit, because the transfers are usually exclusive to the kits. So if you really like the transfer but you're not big on the notebook, which shame on you, because I love notebooks. But if you really like the transfer, get the kit, because that's the only way it is available. This one is called Pollen Pattern. And it was the Creative Kickstart Notebook Bundle. Okay, so I'm writing on the back side, and I just wrote the name of the transfer and what it was. Because this is a reusable transfer about 8 to 12 times, depending on how well you take care of it. So after I clean it with just a little bit of water and some elbow grease, I need to return it back to the carrier sheet, and I need to know that this is the top side and this is the back side. So I need to return it to this side. You also note there is a recommended trims line here. So that just tells me where I can trim the transfer. I'm going to leave my backer sheet intact just because it's one less piece of something that I have to keep track of. So I'm going to score mine apart. So I'm going to lift this part of the transfer. I'm going to put my transfer trimmers or my scissors under there. And I'm just going to score across that trim line. And I did mention that this was a chalk suede surface, so you need to wax if possible. You can use, I'm just going to reach really quick. You can use the Chalk Couture wax. All of mine is hard, and I do prefer the Minwax finishing wax paste. It's just my preference, and I have a big, huge tub of it. This is my original tub from 2018. It's still super soft. So I'm just going to get a little bit of wax on my wax applicator. You can just use an old rag, a t-shirt, anything like that. And I'm just going to, I guess this is my front. Because it's blank, it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to apply a little bit of wax to my surface. And then I'm going to flip my applicator over to the terry cloth side and kind of buff that wax in. Okay. And then I think I'm going to grab some placement tape. And I'm going to put a little bit of placement tape on the edge. One, so I can create kind of a clean, straight edge. And then this will also kind of protect my spirals. Oops, maybe. It may work in theory. Okay, I think that'll work. That's fairly even. Is the inside of the cover chalk suede as well? Jason asks. No, it is not. But you could easily, I think it's the same type of paper that this is, but if you just added a little bit of wax and then really fuzz up your transfer, you could probably paste on the inside as well. So let's get our fuzz cloth out. We just need to decide what. I think I'm going to use this for some of the greenery, but I might add in some colors. What colors? There's a lot of shimmers that I have not used, so I don't even know if they're all available. Or even if these are good. So give me a good reason to open some of these up and see if they are even usable. Okay, I think I'm going to use this one. Oh, definitely need to fuzz, because even just placing it down, it like very minimally, it was super sticky. So I'm just placing my adhesive back transfer onto a microfiber towel or a terry cloth towel, and I'm using the lint on the towel to knock back a little bit of the adhesive so that it's not as sticky, so that it doesn't stick to my chalk suede paper and it doesn't stretch out when I'm pulling it off. Okay, see if that works, because I could definitely feel it resisting. Oh no. Actually, no, this will work. Okay. So I think we're going to do some peeling and pasting, or pasting and peeling this evening. Just trying to decide what colors. It's really dark. I want. I think Jolene might be too big, too dark. Let's open these and make sure they're good. Yep. Okay, there's that one. So that one is Shimmer Eucalyptus. This one is Duchess. This one was also, I think, a color. It was a special and or color of the month. Oops. I get that in the trash. This one is Shimmer Watermelon. And then this one was this month's color of the month, which is Good Luck Charlie. Let's get out our Take Note mini squeegee. This one came with the color of the month last month or a couple months ago. I definitely won't be losing that in my stash. Just want to get all of this excess stuck in there. And we'll get that thrown away. So did everyone have a great weekend? Okay. Okay, let's get that thrown away. Okay. I think I'm going to do these flowers in the Shimmer Watermelon. And I know I'll do these leaves kind of in the, this might be tedious, but in the Good Luck Charlie. I might do these little leaves in Good Luck Charlie. We'll do maybe these flowers in Duchess, and then we'll do kind of all this ground, these little smaller pieces in the Shimmer Eucalyptus if I don't get myself messed up. So I'm just going to work in really small sections, and we're going to do some pasting and some pulling. And I'm also going to put this to kind of protect my pages. It's not quite big enough. Let's just use, I'm just going to put a scrap piece of paper. Hopefully that doesn't, no, that's not a good idea because that'll stick. What do I have? have some vinyl backing that I can use. My transfer won't stick to that as badly, and it'll protect my pages a little bit. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to do these round flowers in the shimmer watermelon. So I'm using a multi-tool. It's about 1/4 of an inch. Actually, it's 1/2 of an inch wide, so it's good for these little detailed spaces. And I'm using shimmer paste, so that should allow me a little more time to paste before things start to dry up. That's a pretty color. I should probably use a detail tool. I'm just kind of using the corner to help smear some of my chalk paste where all those little silkscreen areas are. Okay. Oops, I missed a leaf. There's even little butterflies in here. Oh, I'll have to mix some colors around. We'll have to duplicate some colors because I didn't pick enough. Okay. Let's see. Oops. This might get a little tedious. Probably should have just picked one color. Yeah, this is probably not a good idea. You know what? I'm going to stop while I'm ahead. I'm going to try to let's just do an experiment. Who's it? Yeah, that's still super sticky. While that's wet, that's going to be too tedious to do on a live. I think we'll just stick to one color. And let's see how well this, I've done this before on chalk suede. That is the nice thing, is that it is very forgiving. So let's let that dry. And then let's come in here with some regular water. Just show you how easy everything is to clean. It was gorgeous, but that's just going to be too tedious for if I was just on my own and doing it, but I'm not gonna make you sit there and watch me do that. That was just a bit too tedious. So I think we'll just pick one color. But we're gonna let all that dry. Okay, well, I let that dry. We'll go ahead and clean all this up and show you how easy it is to clean things. You just need either a wet wipe or a water source to clean up your tools. I usually run everything under just running water, but you could use a wet wipe easily and clean it while it's still wet. I think I'm just going to use Good Luck Charlie since it's out and it's a new color to me. And Jason says, yep, and it's gone. I just don't want you to have to sit there and watch me. It's a bit too tedious. In my mind, it was a great idea. Just in theory, and in practicality, not so much. Okay, let's put those away. Okay. So my transfer will dry pretty quickly while it's hanging out here in my microfiber towel. And my notebook is drying. Let's get a little paper towel out here. This is the nice thing about chalk suede is that it's pretty forgiving. Okay. Just let that dry some more. While that's drying, let's go through just a few things. I do want to let you know that there is a winter sale, I believe, ends January 31st. So there are a lot of winter and Valentine's Day and past Valentine's Day and past evergreen items that are in the winter sale. So that is available right now. There's just a few more days to take advantage of the Chalk Couture for the month. So it is the Welcome Kit. It comes with the size B transfer, the chalkable shape, your ribbon, and your black velvet, and your shimmer gold chalk paste. There's also I have not talked about this much, but there is a Chalk Couture Chalk After Dark collection. It features transfer designs and project ideas that are intended for mature audiences. They could be adult humor, suggestive themes, and profanity. What you need to do, I believe, if you go to my you have to put in the link, and it's I forgot what it is. It's like chalkcouture.com/Robin's Egg Blue Creations /after dark. I don't know if it's after-dark or after dark. I'll post the graphic tomorrow on my Facebook page. There's six designs right now. They're size A and size B. The transfers, you'll know what the after dark ones because they're like a dark blue color. So you have to you can't just go find these. You actually have to opt in to getting notifications about them, and then you enter through, I think you have to enter through your email, but so you'll opt in, you'll get an email, you'll have to hit confirm on this graphic in the email, and then I believe you can go to all of the After Dark stuff. It's not my thing. I'm not going to promote it a whole lot. There's just enough yucky in the world, but I won't be purchasing any, but if it floats your boat, you can go right ahead. So I will post the graphic tomorrow on my Facebook page with all of the instructions, and you can find all of that information there. Okie doke, I think we're good to go. So I'm going to refuzz a little bit, and then we're just going to go to one color. Okay, so let's redo this. I'm just going to line the edge of the transfer design up with the edge of my notebook. And we're just going to use one color. So I'm just using this Good Luck Charlie. You can kind of see that it's kind of a Tide Academia shimmer color. So I'm just going to get some on my squeegee. And I'm just going to drag it down the silkscreen area. You do have a little bit more work time with these shimmer paste colors. They don't dry quite as quickly as the matte paste colors dry. But you still don't want to lollygag. So then you're just going to wipe off all of the excess. You can put all of that back into your container. And save it for your next project. And then I'm just going to even out some of my squeegee lines. And then you can go ahead and pull it off. I'm going to use the pointy end of my detail tool. I'm going to stick it in the negative area and kind of help hold my notebook down. Looks very pretty. I'm going to go put my transfer in my utility sink and spray it down. Okay. If I can't get to it right away to clean it, then I like to just kind of spray it down with a little mist of water to keep it kind of moist until I can clean it. That way it makes the paste a little easier to clean that way. So there is our notebook. I would like to dare anyone to cut that on vinyl and try to weed it. I would lose not only my mind, but half of the pieces that I needed for that design had I tried to weed that out of vinyl. So let's go ahead and get that dry, and then we can add the embellishments. Jason says it's beautiful and super detailed. So now I can put all this away. sticking out just a little bit. And then I'm going to add, let's take those out, a little bit of an embellishment. Just have to figure out first what it's going to be. Put that away. Don't need that. So I have a little wood tag. I have a couple different versions. I have this tag, which might be too big. I have that tag, which is still kind of big. Let's try this one. It'd be fun to kind of paste on it. I just don't know. Let's go through a few transfers and see what I might be able to find. Might surprise myself. So I'm going to go through some of my A-size transfers. See what we might be able to find. Some of these little minis might be cute. Let's push this up. Oops. You could do that sideways. You could do made with love. Let's see, is there anything? A little house mite. Home sweet home. Blessed is a bit too big. You just kind of have to look through your transfers and see what you might have. This little Be Happy would be kind of cute. No, Happy just barely fits. That one, not bad. We'll keep that one in mind. This one, these are other size 8-ish transfers. Let's see if there's anything in here that would work. Like you could pull off some of these florals. You know, you could also just do, I've already put that transfer away. You could just put a portion of this transfer on the tag. I should have thought of that before I cleaned it. Nothing in there. I could spell something out like notes, but N-O-T. That would work. To do. That's not a bad idea. I'm not sure any of those will fit. some of these little flowers would look cute. Through. This is all my transfers that I need to put away. Oops, that one came off somewhere. I think any of those would fit. I think that goes here. Could put part of that one. I think we're going to do the to-do. I think that's all that's going to fit on our tag. Mom life kind of fits. It's just this one's not really not a Chalk Couture one, but we could still use it. I think I like the to-do better. If you wanted to do this like a memory book with like your family or your, like if I wanted to do like a Jason and I book, you could do this. Which might be kind of fun. So if you did your forever this way, and then you could layer, like if you pasted your forever there, then you could in one color, and then you could do always in a different color over forever. So that's an idea. You could pick out any florals from any transfer if you wanted to do that. I'm so behind in putting things away. You could, if this were bigger, you could capture that text on the tag. You could just do part of a flower, which isn't a bad idea. Is there a flower? You could actually, we could do both. We'll do a flower in the background, and then we'll do to do, I think. So I think we'll pull this one off. So I'm going to leave that out. So we'll just do that. Just to, unless there's something else down here. I don't think so. Okay, I think that's it. Put all this away. Put it back in its stash area, which is where I had it. I need to take like a month off and just clean. Okay, now I just gotta figure out colors. I wonder what white that would show up on here. I should do black. there's only one way to find out. Now, let's keep with the theme. Do it in shimmer. I don't know if that's going to show up. Let's do it in gold, because that's what my coils are. I was going to say silver because I prefer silver, but actually we'll do nominee because our coils are in gold. So let's do this really quick. Oops, kind of got mud everywhere. So just kind of a kiss of a flower. That's what that looks like. Okay. So we'll get that dry. Okay, let's give this a good dry. Okie doke. Now, it'd be pretty just to leave it as is, but let's see if we can manage this. Just to kind of help with my spacing, I'll show you. I'm going to line the edge of the O piece of the transfer up with the just on the other side of the, they can stick, just to the outside of the T. Of course, I can tell that those are not even. Good grief. Easier said than done. So you can see I kind of overlapped the edges of the transfer. It's easier to do it on the actual piece, but I was just trying to show you what I was doing. And you have to keep in mind that some letters are taller than others, so you aren't necessarily able to line up the pieces of the transfer edge from like top to bottom. See, this one's going to be like a lot lower just to. And it's definitely not going to be perfect by any means. So I'm going to come back in with Good Luck Charlie I'm going to have to use my O again. Let's see if we can dry that really quick. It would have been better to have gotten them a little closer together, but be hot. So let's find the D. And this is, I forgot to tell you, is the mini typewriter font. I don't think it's still available. And you just have to be kind of careful when you're going over the top of this flower. You don't want to do too much manhandling because you might pull part of that paste up. Looks pretty good. Okay, so let's go ahead and paste that. Cute. That's what it says to do. That up there. Oops. Get that dry and then we'll finish it. Okay. It would have been cute to have done the semicolon, but I didn't space my letters. I would have scooched the O's over a little bit. It would have looked better, but it's still super cute. It's still really cute. And you could distress your edges a little bit. Okay, so let's bring in, I have some twine. Of course, this is super curly. Let's use, I threw in some scrap stuff. This might work. That probably would have worked better, the stuff that just fell on the floor. Let's see. So I'm just going to tie this in. Put it, I think I need to go through the back. So I'm going to do a lark's-head knot. So I just have my loop through the back. And I'm going to pop my tails through. So then I just end up with that in the front. And then I think I'm going to add, I need to put some placement tape or any kind of Scotch tape, masking tape painter's tape. I'm just going to put it at the end of my twine and kind of twist. I'm just going to create kind of a faux needle at the end of my twine so I can put these cute little white beads. I might just do 3. 5 might be too many. Actually, I kind of think 2. So then, because I think I'm going to do a tassel at the other end. I'm just going to tie a knot. Jason says cute. Thank you. I'm trying to remember how I've done this before. No, if I want not in there. I think I'm just going to, I think it'll just work to put it through the loop. I'm going to leave it, let it dangle just a skosh. So then I'm going to put my tassel maybe right there. So I'm going to put a knot there. I think that'll work. And I'll use one of these, a couple of these pieces. I don't remember where these were from. Oh, no. I pulled apart something and there was twine in them. I don't remember. So I'm just, I don't know how many I think I need. I'm just having them and then having them again. And then we'll squish. I'm just trying to determine how thick I want my tassel. So and this is not the correct way to make a tassel, but this is how I'm making it work for my notebook. So I'm just going to tie these ends on. And there really isn't a right or a wrong way. There's probably better ways than others. And so then all of that's going to hang down. Okay, and then I'm going to use this piece to tie off my, and I'm going to, let's zoom in a little bit so you can kind of watch me do this. Okay, because I learned a new way to tie off tassels a couple of months ago. I think it's called a gathering knot if I have watched enough macrame tutorials to, I think that's what they call it. So I have the end of my twine right here. I'm going to make it about the same length as my tassel. So right there, I might make it even longer and then I can cut it off. So I'm going to hold all of that together in my hand. And then I'm just going to use that piece to create the cording that kind of wraps around the neck of the tassel. I'm not for sure if that's the correct terminology, but that's what we're going to call it tonight. Wait, I did not do, nope, I did that wrong. Backing up. I have to do a loop. So I have a loop here at the top, and then here is the bottom of my loop. Is that right? Yes. So I'm going to wrap. It doesn't seem like it's right. It doesn't feel right. Does the loop have to go this way? I think the loop goes this way. Okay, we're going to have the loop at the bottom. I think that works the best. And then we're going to use, and then here's my pull cord for later. So you're just going to still wrap this around the neck of the tassel as tightly as you can without your tassel coming apart. That's probably pretty good. And so then I have this piece and this loop. I'm going to put this piece through the loop, and I'm going to pull up on this piece, and that loop is going to catch this, the end of my other piece, and you're just going to pull it tight, and it kind of gets captured underneath the neck of your tassel. It usually looks a little, there it goes, see it, and then it pops under the neck of your tassel, and then you just cut these pieces off. And then you can kind of, if you want to, you can kind of shove them down into the neck that you just wrapped. And then you're going to cut this. You could actually, I just would leave this piece long and cut it off to match the edge of your tassel. And then we're going to come in and cut all those loops. I didn't quite get them the same length, so we're going to have to give it quite a haircut. And then those can just be left to fray. And there you have your cute little tassel. And I'm just going to let it drape as it, you can kind of just let it drape this way, that way. So, oops, whoa, forgot we were focused in. Let's back up a little bit. So then you can just kind of let it drape however you want to. You could tie it on there, but that is super cute. Yay! Thanks for hanging in there. Sorry, I always manage to make long projects. I even tried to speed it along a little bit, but that didn't work. Like always. Here's our super cute little notebook with the cute little tassel and tag. You could even just make it long and make it a bookmark. Of course, now it's not one to lay correctly. Well, there you go. Super cute. If you make one, I want to see it. Tag me or put it in the comments of this video, and I will come back and look at it. So I think that is all I'm going to do this evening. I hope to be live again on Wednesday, but you've been here long enough. If you've been here long enough, you know that I don't always follow through with what I say. So Jason says, love your embellishments. Oops. Thank you. So with that, I'm going to hop off. Thanks for hanging out with me this evening. And if I happen to see you on the replay, thanks for watching the replay. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.